What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. And I will be doing your full card predictions for UFC Vegas 25, man. Really good card. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be a banger of a card. But, I mean, some of these fights, y'all, man, like, they got to chill, man. Dude, there was, like, a few, like, late notice changes. Journey Newsman came out. Like, I'm starting to feel sorry for these guys. It's like, you know, it's like, man, like, I feel bad. Like, dude, this, they got to get out of Vegas, man. Real talk. Fuck Vegas. I just want to just say that straight up. There's something wrong with that place. I didn't see this in Jacksonville. All right, let's be honest, y'all. We didn't see this in, you know, you had the Jacoby situation, but that's it, right? I didn't see this in fucking Fight Island. This place is cursed. I don't know what you know what, I'm just going I'm going on a bit of a tangent, but this is the Dominick Reyes versus Jiří Procházka card. I will say that, but let's talk about the curtain jerker, the first fight of the night. Luke Sanders versus Felipe Flores. Really good fight here. Luke comes in with a record of 13-4. Felipe is 9-2. You know, 5'8" for Felipe, reach 69. Luke is a shorter guy by 5'6", but he does have the reach advantage by 71. Luke's last fight, he lost to Nate Maness, but he was winning that fight. And I say this, there's moments in a guy's career where you can just look at and be like, okay, this is where he threw his fight IQ, basically his brain, out the window. This is where he did it, man. And I mean, he did it, but I still think, you know, the guy does have a win over Renan Barao. Felipe is coming off a loss to Montel Jackson. A legitimate prospect that is really good, and I'm really high on, but it is what it is. He did lose to one guy. I don't think that's really good, Geraldo de Freitas. I've seen that fight. Even though it was 2 years ago, it was two. I mean, Gerald is all, I don't want to say he's trash, but he's one of these guys, you know, I mean, you lose to him, it's just that you're at a certain level. And I think Luke Sanders, even though he's also at a certain level, he's very athletic. And, you know, he's 35. He doesn't have a lot of years left, but he got power. And I think, you know, he has to learn from his last fight, you know. So I think he's going to try to get a decision victory in this one. And I think he's going to hurt him, but he's going to make some smart decisions and not try to, like, you know, don't get knocked out, my guy. Like, you know, like he did in his last fight. But it is what it is. I think he will fight an educated fight. I think he will outpoint him. I think he'll outpace him. I think he'll just beat him everywhere. But, yeah, I got Luke Sanders taking this by decision. Next up, Paulina Botelho versus Luana Carolina. This is a really interesting fight. Paulina comes in with a record of 8-3. I'm sorry, y'all, man. It is what it is. She is coming off a loss to Jillian Robertson. Luana is coming off that crazy loss to Irene Lipsky via knee bar. I mean, that was insane. This is kind of an interesting fight. It's kind of hard to say who's gonna really win. I was just not impressed with Luana Carolina Dread, her nickname is. I mean, dude, you she got ran over, and she took a legitimate injury, and I don't even think she's going to be half of the fighter she was, and that fighter she wasn't even that good to begin with. So I think Paulina Botelho should take this. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't know. She has a win over Lauren Mueller. She did beat Pearl Gonzalez 3 years ago. That's not saying much, but I'm taking her by decision. I think she'll just be able to clinch her, out wrestle her. I think Luana is more of a striker, but I think Paulina Botelho will take this by decision. Next fight, Randa Markos versus Luana Pinheiro. Man, this is a a big crossroad fight for, you know, both of these girls. You know, one girl's a prospect and another girl has been here for a minute. And, you know, Randa Markos, I will always say this. every time I talk about it. I will always remember her for beating Carla Esparza. You know, her and Carla had so much beef. I remember on The Ultimate Fighter when I was watching it, and they would just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They had a fight, and she ended up beating her by a split decision. It was like the most, like it was great revenge. You know, Carla was saying a girl like her would never beat me. She's not on my level. This and that, all that rah rah. You know, and she got it done. And I think that's really where her career, you know, at our highest moment, and basically where it ended. You know, I've basically picked against her last 3 fights. Ribas, Dern, even Murata. You know, this is a hard one for me because Luana is, you know, she's young. She's coming off a KO victory over Stephanie Ferrazzo on the Contender Series, and you know she does have the reach disadvantage. You know, by 1, it's 62-63, right? I mean, in terms of records, you're looking at 8-1 versus 10-10, right? As much as 10-10 is, it's the definition of 500, right? But when you really look at it, you know, she is the vet, Randa, and she needs this win. I don't want to take her. She's 35, but something is just telling me, you know, she loses, she gets cut. Oh man, I'm gonna regret this. No, I'm not doing it. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I knew it. I'm gonna regret this. I really am. I am gonna regret this, but I am taking Luana Pinheiro by decision. I think Randa's pretty tough. Man, I don't know, man. That's an iffy one. I wouldn't bet on that. Randa might have something special for her. Like, that's the problem. Is like, I don't know how much she got left in the tank. And she's been fighting a lot of either grapplers or girls that can kind of outstrike her or stuff like that. I mean, the Mackenzie Dern fight was just like, fight IQ. You know, it stays in your head, and then sometimes you can take it out and throw it away and throw your career as well. But next fight, Gabriel Benítez versus Jonathan Pearce, man. I love this fight, man. Mowgli. I love Mowgli, man. Mowgli's my boy, man. Wow. I'm actually surprised a lot of people are going with my guy Benítez. Benítez is coming off that victory over Justin James. Needed a body. I told y'all. Man, a lot of people were, you know, looking at James as this underdog king after that Camacho fight. And he did hurt Gavin Tucker, but I knew Gavin Tucker, Benítez, are just, I mean, even, what's his name? Devontae Smith, right? That's the kid. All just a level above Justin. Justin James is a one-hitter quitter. You know, if he can't knock you out, he ain't doing nothing. And, you know, he's a wrestler, right? He does have a wrestling background, but he ain't using it. So, he's just not the kind of guy he is. Gabriel Benítez does fight at the greatest gym of all time, a.k.a., you know, we've all known how great Gabriel is. You know, they say he kicks harder than Luke Rockhold. That's a hard thing to do. Y'all know me, Rockhold, the boy, he the homie. Jonathan Pearce looked really good against Kai Kamaka, but, you know, even, you know, his wrestling looked really good. But even in the boxing transitions, he had trouble. And, I mean, he was getting lit up, man. Let's not forget, man, what Joe Lozon did to this kid. I think Gabriel's takedown defense is good enough. I think he's going to his Muay Thai is just on a different level than this cat. You know, Jonathan, what he's going to have to hope is that Gabriel quits in the grappling transition. Jonathan's really tough and just putting it on people. And, you know, that don't have his kind of wrestling experience, his grappling experience. You know, the kid lives out of Tennessee, right? Those cats can wrestle, right? But, you know, here in California, you know, in, you know, San Jose, AKA, we know a thing or two about wrestling, so we got something special for your ass, Jonathan Pearce. You know, he was talking a lot of mess too after that fight with Kai Kamaka. I ain't forgot. I thought the kid was tougher than that. You know, he told me he's gonna give me a good fight, bro. man, you know, what comes around goes around, y'all. Gabriel's he's gonna knock this motherfucker out second round. It is what it is. Next fight, Sean Strickland versus Krzysztof Jotko, man. This is an awesome fight. My boy, well, he's not my boy, but Strickland was training with my boy, your future champ, on June at UFC 263, Marvin Vettori. He was training against and working with him. I guess to work on his takedowns. You know, Marvin got that wrestling. that wrestling that he's gonna put on Izzy, and he's gonna submit him in the first round, and y'all gonna be crying. Y'all gonna be crying, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all gonna be crying, bro. June, I'm telling y'all, June will be the month where all the common sense is all the order will be balanced. The world will go back to normal. All this nonsense will be stopped. All these undercover bums will be destroyed. You know, I'm just saying. But back to this fight. I mean, really, really high level middleweight fight. Strickland is a ranked middleweight. I think he's number 15. If I say so myself. Let me look. Where are you at, Strickland? Yes, sir. He's number 15. Jotko, is Jotko ranked? No, Jotko's not ranked, which is actually interesting. He didn't make the cuts, y'all. He ain't make the cuts. But yeah, man. Strickland 22-3. Jotko 22-4. I mean, these guys have fought. You know, Strickland has only lost to really some of the best guys in the world. Zaleski Dos Santos, one of my favorite welterweights to watch. He's just a fun fighter to watch. Also, Kumar Usman. You know, no shame in those losses. Jotko, Brad Tavares, and Uriah Hall. You know, no shame in that. He's on a 3-fight win streak of Alan Obmatsky, Marc-Andre Barriot, and Eric Anders. You know, Eric Anders looked pretty good in his last fight against Darren Stewart. Strickland is on a 3-fight win streak over Nardine Taleb, Jack Marshman, and Brendan Allen. I like Strickland, man. Strickland's a good guy. I mean, he's a good fighter, you know. He's been at it for a minute, man. He's been fighting for a long time. He's an interesting guy. I mean, you check out some of his there's I think documentaries or like I don't know what it is about Strickland. But like I wouldn't say he's a future champ, but like I mean, he's a good fighter. I don't know what it is about him. I think what was it? They were doing this little like documentary series about him in the pro circuit, and I guess he had this rivalry with this other guy, and it was interesting, you know, the dynamic between Sean and just in the pro circuit and how much he was better than these guys, man. And I mean, it just tells you how good Kumar Usman is, you know, to beat a guy like this, right? But just puts that in kind of perspective. But, you know, Strickland, I mean, what he did to Brendan Allen, I mean, I was heartbroken. I like Allen. I still like him. He's a good kid. I think he needs to kind of slow it down a little bit and, you know, slow your roll. He also, again, I think the theme of this video will be about when guys forget about our fight IQ. He threw it out his fucking head, you know, so it is what it is. But Jotko can really win this fight with his grappling. I think Strickland has been working on his anti-grappling. He's been working with Magomed Ankalaev. He's been working with a lot of guys. You go look at his Instagram. It is what it is. Strickland is a really, really good fighter. His boxing is really good. I think Strickland takes this by decision. I think he just out-jabs him. Uses Philly shell. He has a really good Philly shell for MMA, man. I don't like seeing it a lot because of the head kicks and the high kicks that can be thrown. I'm like, a Philly shell? It's like, man, that's hard. But, hey, man, props on him for, you know, doing it. Next fight, Sam Hughes versus Loma Lookboonmee. Nothing really to talk about. Sam Hughes went out there and quit against Tecia Torres. I don't know what kind of eye injury she had, but she was not fighting that day. Loma Lookboonmee. I mean, if we look at the stats, man, Loma is 5'1", she is 6'2", so she does have those, you know, those physical disadvantages. Sam Hughes is taller than her and does have a 2-inch reach advantage, but at the end of the day, I mean, a quitter is a quitter, man. We saw it with Anthony Pettis, man. You quit. And I don't trust Sam Hughes to get this done. I think Luma's taking this by decision. I think she will clinch this girl. That's a lot of success even Tecia had. It was really in the clinch, you know. She was, like, lighting her up, man. Like, honestly, Tecia did whatever she wanted to that girl, and she just went out there and was like, I'm getting my ass whooped. I don't want to be here. So I'm taking Loma by decision, man. Nothing really to talk about. You know, both similar records, but just different. I mean, different heart. You know, it is what it is. You're either built with it or you're not. KB Bhullar versus Andris Michailidis coming up. KB is famously known for getting finished with a jab. You know, it's so funny, man. I guess KB is the face of being a bum. Like, everyone brings up his name. It's so funny. It's like, I saw the fight. I was like, God damn, y'all. Why y'all coming after this kid's career? interesting fight here. KB fights at I think Canada, right? He's 29, 6'4", and reaches 78. Andris he fights out of Greece. He has a record of 12-4. He's 6 foot tall, so he is the shorter guy, and he does have a reach of 75, which is interesting. I think this is a middleweight fight, and Andris is probably coming. He's cutting down, which is interesting. He had a interesting fight against Modestas Bukauskas. I was shocked. It was a really it was kind of like a weird thing that happened. He got caught with some elbows in the back of the head, going for a takedown. The round ended. He hit his head. He hit his head behind the cage door. The door fell, and they stopped the fight. They was like, nah, he can't fight. So it's really interesting. I think Andres Michailidis gets this done. I think he's just more scrappier. I think he'll use his wrestling, and I think he's a better grappler. The two, nothing against KB, man. But they calling you a bum, bro. You got to go out there and do it, man. Hey, KB might have a chip on. I don't know. I was thinking about picking him, but because he might have a chip on his shoulder because everyone keep calling him a bum. But I think Michailidis gets this done by decision. I think he just will be the better grappler out of the two. Kai Kamaka versus TJ Brown. I love watching this kid Kai, man, fight, man. He's just he's a fighter, bro. Has really good boxing in your face. He's a fun fighter to watch. I don't know if he'll ever be a champion, but the kid is just he's a fun fighter to watch. He's just a fighter's fighter. TJ Brown's also a good fighter. He's comes with a record of 14-8. My voice kind of cracked a little bit. Fights at Little Rock, Arkansas. Age 30. Height of 5'9", and reaches 73.5. Kai is 18-3, age 26, a height of 5'7", and a reach of 69. Real interesting stuff here. I don't know. It's hard to say who I think is gonna win. Obviously, TJ Brown doesn't have the experience. He is the grappler. He hasn't lost anyone bad. He lost to Danny Chavez. I mean, Danny Chavez is a fucking beast, bro. That kid's good. I know Danny just lost his last fight, but hey, man, it is what it is. He's fighting at MMA Masters. Kai Kamaka, I mean, he lost to Jonathan Pearce. He let me down there, but he took it on short notice. He takes a lot of fights on short notice. This is, I think, maybe his first fight. He's had a full camp. I'm gonna take a chance with him. I think his boxing is superior. He does have a wrestling background. He just, his problem is that he has too much of a wrestling background. I saw him make a lot of dumb mistakes against Jonathan Pearce, a lot of dumb rookie mistakes. He gave his back up for free. He thought it was a wrestling match. In wrestling, when you're flattened out, they tell you to put your neck out. He's putting his neck out. He got his neck took. Kiddo, what are you doing? You gonna give the guy your neck? He didn't get submitted, but he's a lot of dumb stuff I saw that day. I mean, again, fight IQ, theme of this video. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you throw it out. Most of the time, you want to keep it here. This is your brain. You need this. So I'm taking Kai Kamaka. He's young. The third, obviously, Kai Kamaka the third. I'm going to assume he learns from his mistakes. The kid's a good kid. I like all these kids. The Maki Patalo, even the other kids. They got all the Hawaiian, Danny Ige, all the cats. They're all good people. But yeah, I got to go Kai Kamaka. Scrappy decision. I hope them watching Dan fight, gives them kind of some motivation, to go out there and just get it done. But I like that whole team at what's it called? It's not Factory X. It's not Syndicate. What is it called? I forgot the gym, but it's the gym where Francis trains at with Eric and what's his face? Dewey Cooper over there. I forgot the name. Sorry, y'all. But let me see. Do they got it here? No, they don't. Huh. Couture? Extreme Couture, I think that's what it's called. See, I live for this. Y'all. Extreme Couture. That's what it's called. Extreme Couture. Next fight, my boy in Cutelaba versus Dustin Jacoby, man. The Hulk. My brother, man. How you have let me down so many times, man. Both guys are coming with a record of 15-6 for Ian, and Dustin Jacoby is coming with a record of 14-5. Ian is 27 years old, 6'1", and reaches 75. Jacoby is 6'3", and reaches 78. So I think Jacoby is taking this on short notice. Jacoby is coming off a win. He's on a 4-fight win streak over Maximum Aggression, Justin Ledet by KO, which is changed. A lot of people picked Ledet and gave me shit for picking Jacoby. I don't know why. And T.Y. Flores, I think that's his name, and Cody East. Ian Cutelaba, he's coming off 2 losses to Magomed Ankalaev. That last fight, that was hard to watch. Just seeing him get knocked down. I picked Ian. I'm not gonna lie to you here. His last one is against Khalil Rountree. That isn't, And before that, Gazmir Antigulov, I think Antigulov, that guy, that's not really that good. He's fought against good competition. He has. But here's what I gotta say. He's my boy. I like him a lot. He brings a different kind of energy. He's a good wrestler. He has good grappling. He needs to use this. He's fighting another kickboxer. Jacoby is a former Glory kickboxer. Good Glory kickboxer, too. And Ian should take him down. I think Ian, saying first round ground and pound. No. Jacoby's tough, man. Jacoby's tough. All right. I'm going to say second round. Second round ground and pound. I'm going to say second round. I'm just praying he doesn't get KO'd. That's all I'm praying. Doesn't get hurt. I hope my boy don't get hurt. Next up, Merab Dvalishvili versus Cody. I love this fight, y'all. I love this fight. I am so torn, man. I am so torn. Both of these guys can win this. Both of these guys are some grinders, looking for that strap, looking for that gold. Trying to come up in the ranks. I love kids like this, man. Both guys extremely well-rounded. If we look at the records, Merab 12-4. He's fighting out of New York. He's a Georgian fighter. Those Georgian fighters, man, they love to fight. Age 30, height of 5'6", and reaches 68. Cody, more experienced, 19-3, and has one draw on his record. Michigan boy, he represents. He's always representing the Michigans. Height 5'6", and reaches 64.5. If we look at the rankings, man, these guys are, high level bantamweights. I'm really high on both these kids. What's his face? Yeah, Cody is number 13. Merab is number 12, which is wild, man. Cody's been in the top 15 for a minute. That's kind of crazy they got him that low. A little disrespectful. To my guy, Cody. Hey, Cody's a good fighter, man. He went to a draw with Song Yadong. I thought he won that fight. He has wins over Alejandro Perez, Brian Kelleher. He does have that loss to Aljamain Sterling, who is the champ. As much as we make fun of that guy, he is the champion of the world. That is something we're probably gonna have to be saying for 9 months. The thing about Aljamain, I think I really hated him a few weeks ago, but now at this point I've kind of gotten like, you know what, when Jan kills him, Jan will become a bigger star. So I just, I've accepted the fact that it is what it is, or they might strip him, you never know. But Merab is Aljamain's teammate. I am positive Aljamain's going to be in the corner. This is an opponent they fought before. They're both, I would say, good grapplers. I think Cody, he's going to go in here. Cody, when he fought, had great success against Aljamain, by the way. He tried to go out there and try to out-grapple Aljamain. And Aljamain, I've always said it, Aljamain is not the greatest wrestler on the planet. What makes Aljamain great, he has great MMA wrestling. When you see these, and I always tell everybody, D3 community college wrestlers that go into MMA, they have a way, I just, in my personal opinion, have a better mindset for the transition to MMA. They're not as arrogant. They don't think they're the best guy in the world. They're more willing to learn new techniques and get better versed in the different arts. But when you get guys like Division I athletes sometimes, and you think they're going to be great in MMA, they have a learning curve problem, and they don't want to like kind of learn new things, and they don't want to educate themselves and stuff like that. Kind of saw with Ben Askren, right? He didn't want to learn how to strike. You know, he gave up on striking in MMA, right? And it bit him in the ass near the end of his career. There's nothing wrong with just being a pure grappler. You know, we've seen it in our sport forever, but you know, this kid Cody, I mean, and you look in Aljamain, right? Corey Anderson is another one. I don't like bringing up this bum, but he's not a bum to some of y'all. Curtis Blades, right? That's one guy, right? They do really, really good. Cody is a Division II kid. He knows what he has to do in here. He made a mistake against Aljamain. I think he knows he has to play counter wrestler. Merab is going to try to break him with pace and pressure and wrestling. He's going to have to, you know, sprawl and brawl. Or, you know, I call it sprawl and box. He's going to have to sprawl and box in here. And he's going to have to outwork him. And to do that, you're going to have to play the long game, you know. Now, I would go with Cody Stamann if there wasn't that teammate interaction, or not teammate relationship with Aljamain Sterling that Merab has. I'm going to take Merab by decision. I just think Merab is, you know, I don't want to see Cody take another L, man. Cody's coming off a loss to Jimmy Rivera. That was it was a fun fight, but I just think Merab is he's going up. You know, I put Merab in my top 5, you know, threats to the belt. I think Merab is legitimate, and I think he has a chance, man. He did lose to Ricky Simon, bro. He did lose to him, but it is what it is. Next fight, I do have a breakdown on this, so go check that out. That's coming out on, I guess, Tuesday, right? So it's Cub Swanson versus Giga Chikadze. I gotta take my boy Cub. I'm taking him 3rd round submission. I think he's gonna expose this kid Chikadze. Experience level, the grappling. Austin Springer submitted this dude, bro. Like, if Austin Springer can do it, Cub can do it. I got Cub by 3rd round submission. I got nothing else to say. It is what it is. And next up in the main event, Dominick Reyes versus Jiří Procházka. I also have a main event coming out tomorrow on Monday, so go check that out. You know, I was gonna come out here and pick this guy Jiří, and then I saw these pictures, and I know, y'all, you shouldn't judge someone based on or you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of people. I think Jiří is an undercover bum. I'm sorry, bro. I watched that Volkan Ozdemir fight again. I really do believe this. I think Volkan looked at this man and said, wow, this guy's a bum, underestimated him, and got caught in the 2nd round. This guy was holding his crotch. I don't know why he was doing it. He was holding his crotch with both hands like this, right? I know you guys probably didn't see that, but you could see the motion I was doing, like a fucking fool, and acting like a dum-dum, right in there, and Volkan just lost respect. And I think Dominick Reyes, y'all know my relationship with Reyes on this channel. I've never liked this fool. I think maybe I might start rooting for the cat, but I've never liked this dummy. All right, I enjoyed every second of what Jan Blachowicz did to this man's career. All right, as much as I do not like Reyes is not a bum. And that hurts me to say that. That really does hurt me to admit that. Jiří, my nigga King Mo went out there, that step back, like King Mo knocking you out. Like, real talk, King Mo's a wrestler, y'all. My nigga King Mo knocking you out. And the Nemkov, you know what hurts me is that this guy beat Nemkov, and I'm a big Nemkov mark. I watched that fight. Nemkov got tired, y'all. That was young Nemkov, man. Let's do that now. You don't want that smoke now. But here's what I gotta say. I think Reyes is the more technical fighter out of the two. I really wanted Jiří to win this fight and fight Rakic so Rakic can end this nonsense with you Jiří fans. I mean, out of nowhere, Jiří. It's not like you guys have been watching this kid on fucking Rise, and it's just he beats Volkanovski. To go, he's to go, yo. He's to go, bro. Y'all in my DMs tell he's to go, bro. He's not. He's a bum, bro. He's not good, man. I'm sorry. He's not. He's okay. He's not. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but he has a great record. 27-3 is nothing to scoff at. All right, that's good. But he has a 3-inch. He has long arms, 80-inch reach advantage. No, not an 80-inch reach advantage, but he does have 80 long ass arms, right? For I don't know what I'm saying, but to have that long of reach, you got long arms, right? Now he doesn't have that. It's not that big of an advantage over Reyes. It's a 3-inch reach advantage, right? But I think if Reyes can stay technical, I think he wins this fight. I think Reyes is better than him in everything. All right, when it comes to martial arts, I just don't think he has the power like him. I don't know how this guy was a former Muay Thai. I don't know what this guy is. He's just unorthodox and he's just a coon. Like every time I see him fight, it's like, what's wrong with this dude, man? And the thing he got on his head, like. I can't pull myself to pick him. All right, I just have standards of not picking weirdos. All right, at this point, it is what it is. I think Reyes gets this done by decision. Reyes could finish this guy. Reyes has, a beautiful step back right, straight right. He showed it against Chris Weidman. King Mo had success against him there. You could make the same, connection. I think Reyes could do that, but Jiří has proven to have a chin. I just think Reyes is taking this by decision. In no way am I saying Reyes. If Reyes wins this, he's not good. Do not go back. Hey, and the fact, this is what makes it even crazy. Y'all was telling me this guy was good. This guy was gonna be he's the uncrowned king, Ephesus. eBay, whatever. Yeah. eBay, y'all was like, he's the uncrowned king, bro. And now y'all saying Jiří's gonna knock him out. Man, y'all fickle, bro. It is what it is. So I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Twitter. Go follow me on my Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I said some crazy stuff today. I know people gonna get mad, but if y'all mad, it is what it is, bro. But yeah, tell me in the comments though if you're mad. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Get your boy eBay. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.